This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Catch in the middle. It's maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
So Rutgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. The snap sets up the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting a touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Coming after it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look at that. Man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by a field goal over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Right back to it. Danced his way through traffic. Pickup of 4 to the 19.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Caught behind the line. It's Black. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Going with the ground game left. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, that's just on the defense, I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 35, he's open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer is a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Caught in the backfield, it's Black. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the defense stopped him again on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not. The pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And back up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Air Force. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. After 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll give it to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a 1st down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Whitehead. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's strong. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some pop.
Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They think there's room to run to the right here. Spins away from one. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Justin. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Taylor. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll go right back to it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Benjamin. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Running it back, it's Stewart. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you come to Michigan. You know you're going to get fed. You are going to be a back that gets the football, that chews up yards, that always has a lot of success and gets a ton of carries.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be going down soon.
In Michigan's history, obviously, is usually running the football, but you've seen a little diversity in their offense in recent years, and you can see when you got a guy that can do this and do that, you want to give him the ball multiple ways and let him really hurt a defense.
The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Taylor. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bounced off his feet. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Back to throw, it's Whitehead. Trying, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. On target. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rutgers! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense set for a first down play.
Get set.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on second down. He'll run it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The expressway is wide open. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone cover.
He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
and the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They keep attacking through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the fullback. Fights off a defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
This time he's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Dropping back, it's Whitehead. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.